Do you really want to change your life? Because you say that you want to change your life, but I see the same actions being taken. So that's my question to you. Most people who want to change their life formulate a plan and then they stick to the plan and then they execute on the plan. If you're not doing that, then it means you don't want to change your life as much as you think you do. You're one skill away from having the freedom and the life that you want. Yet you keep deterring on whether or not you want to learn it or not. You keep deterring yourself from that goal to learn it. And the more that you deter yourself from the goal of learning the skill that could change your life and give you the freedom that you want, the more regret you'll have in the future. Because look, I can only talk from my experience, right? When I was younger, I never was an ambitious kid. I never wanted to have a business. I never had dreams of traveling the world. I mean, I wanted a Lamborghini, and I always said I wanted a Lamborghini because I used to play Midnight Club. But I never was the type of kid who woke up with a business plan, who wanted to sell cookies at school or anything like that. Honestly, I used to just rely on my mom a lot. But it was until I hit rock bottom, until we lost everything, that I realized that I couldn't rely on my mom, and I had to wake up and do things for myself. And when I realized that, that's what set me down this path of the things that I'm doing today and right now. And it was only through that realization that I was able to get here, right? So I had to basically undergo a lot of pain because I didn't realize, aside from, obviously the environment that I lived in, I didn't realize the power that there was out here. And that's because you only know what you know. You only know what you come around. You only know what you expand your mind to, right? And if you don't have someone push you in a direction to expand your mind and broaden your horizon, then it's hard to see outside of the reality that that you're in, right? And so like it all starts with being exposed to something new to realize that there are other things out there that you could do. And for me, I was never exposed to that stuff. So I thought the way that we were living was just the normal way of living until I was exposed to that. And then when I was exposed to that, that's when I started to realize that there's people out here who take control over their life and who are able to live life on their own terms without sacrificing their freedom and their health, and also without sacrificing family time and stuff like that to and they're still able to earn money and live the life that they want overall. And it's just crazy because, like I said, you only know what you know. And I want to relate that back to having the proper skill set. See, you stumbled across this video for a specific reason, right? Like, this is not a mistake. Watching this video was not a mistake. You stumbled across this video because there's an opportunity for you to learn a new skill and expand beyond all of the beliefs and things that you know to be the norm for you. But the question is if you're going to take the leap forward and take advantage of the fact that you've been exposed to something new, because that's really what needs to happen in order for you to get to the next level in life, right? It's only but so much that you can be exposed to, but it's also about taking what you've been exposed to and then executing on it so that you can make a difference in your life. Simply watching videos on YouTube is not going to change your life. Simply watching videos telling you that you can do this stuff is not going to change your life. It's about the action that you take once you've been exposed to the information. And so the problem with a lot of people is that we constantly, take in so much information because the world is filled with information. There's books, there's ChatGPT, there's blogs, there's YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, newspapers, right? There's so many different types of content and so many different formats. And people constantly read, but they don't do anything. And so, that's why I started this video the way I started it. But ultimately, I guess the main thing that I want to tell you is you have the power to transform your life. But the transformation is not going to come from information gain. The transformation is going to come from action. And, it's funny because when you think about a strategy and you think about being strategic, most people say, well, I don't want to do something because I want to be strategic with my thoughts. I want to make sure that I have a plan that I've crafted, just like a business strategy, for example, right? But you ever notice that the people who get further in the race are the people who just act and just do? when you are really, really strategic, there's so many things that you can account for, and there's so much stuff that you can account for that it can lead you down an endless loop of accounting for different things. And when you go down that loop of accounting for this thing and that thing and this thing and that thing and this thing and that thing, you get nothing done. And it's just like the quote that they say, perfection is the enemy of progress. I feel like I too have fell victim to that, right? There's been times where I've just been thinking, like, what do people want to watch? How can I provide value? Maybe, people, I need to make content in this way or in that way or in this format. And then I just stopped creating content altogether. But to get myself out of this rut of content creation, of not creating content, I said to myself, I'm just going to create. And if you like it, you like it. But I need to get this out into the internet and the interwebs and the netsphere, because at the end of the day, like, this is what I find joy in doing. So I'm bringing everybody along the ride with me as I create, but I'm starting with what I want to create, what the environments are that I want to create in, and just taking action, right? And it's the same thing. If you're learning a new skill, you have to just take action. You can't keep reading. You're not going to get anything done, right? And so I think if you're struggling with that, the first thing you need to do is write it out. Ever since I created a journal for myself, I've been able to really bring everything that I think about to life, because I'm writing it down, and I'm basically, I feel like it's like manifesting it, right? And it's funny because the life that I have right now, I wrote down on a piece of paper because I watched a video of Jim Carrey saying that he wrote down something and everything came to fruition. And I literally wrote down what I have right now. And that was the first time I ever did anything like that. And it came to fruition. So for me, it showed me the power of writing, or writing things down. I don't know what it'll show you, right? You have to go through that journey by yourself and experience it by yourself to know. You don't even know what it's going to show you. Half of us don't even know who we are, honestly. So I say that to say this. Look. Stop allowing your overanalyze, your overthinking, overanalyzing to slow you down, and start acting. Start doing the things that you want to do and make progress. Peace.